Hey everyone, Sanjay here. I recently did a 13-day trip to Japan, and many of you have been asking me about the budget and tips. I hope I cover most of it in this video. And yes, first of all, I wanted to break the myth that trip to Japan is very expensive. Like we have been hearing about it, like language barriers, you will get lost, and all those things. But that's not true because my friends who have followed me in Instagram has seen my journey, and I never had one single problem in Japan. And yes, I actually contacted a few travel agencies initially when I was planning around November, December, and they freaked me out, to be honest. So they told me that you will need a private translator all around because no one in Japan speaks English. You'll feel lost, and also suggested that you'll have a cab service like this was for 7 days, like just 7 days again. So they said cab service is there, and they will take you everywhere on a few whatever attractions you need. This was like a rough estimate, so they gave me like 5 to 6 lakh for a solo trip, like if I want to go independently, or if I wanted to tag along with people as a solo person, solo guy. If I wanted to tag along with people, it will cost around 4 to 5 lakh. And yeah, they didn't add attraction at this point, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, like I was really very upset because I wanted to go to Japan, and 5 lakh is a lot actually, without maybe like attractions and all that. So I did a lot of research. I joined some Facebook groups, like Japan travelers and all that, which helped me a lot. Found some good people during the search process. They guided me as well. So I'm going to summarize everything and give you guys all the inputs that I learned. So I used websites like Cheap Flights to categorize a lot of flights options, and there were even options for 45k from other flights, but I chose Cathay Pacific, which was like 50k round trip. So because their cabin baggage was like 7 kg, and their check-in was 23 kgs, which is like extra baggages allowance which other flights were not giving. So make sure you have that option. And yes, of course, Cathay Pacific experience was so good. Their comfort, their movie options, their food options, menus, everything was really good. I had a wonderful experience. My flight was like Bangalore to Hong Kong and Hong Kong to Japan, Haneda Airport. So like totally 4 flights if you see the round trip, and I had no concerns for none of the flights. It was very smooth, so I will highly recommend Cathay Pacific for it. It's the visa process, and before that, if you're you can even focus on hotels, but I didn't much focus on hotel. I just booked some capsule hotels in Airbnb and Agoda. So these were very good apps for the trip. So the good thing about it is, like, before your check-in date of whichever hotels you book, you can cancel for like 3 days before. So check that before booking it as well. So I booked it in a confidence, like I booked all capsules. So I don't want to stress on hotel at this point. So I had like in mind like 3 days in Tokyo, 6 days in Osaka, and remaining 4 days in Tokyo. That was my plan. So I booked my capsules in those places as such. And yes, visa process, people might have scared you that it is the hardest and all, and even I had it because I heard those things like it is hard, super, like you have to be very precise and all that, but it was super chill. So you check out, like I will add a link of the like the platform I use. It's VFS Global, and it was super smooth. Like I had my documents like perfectly. Like they had some set of like 8 documents, like I like some passport, like passport photo, ITR for 3 years, or your bank statement for 6 months, and yes, itinerary. Like the main part of their visa process is the itinerary. You have to have everything like pakka. Like I had like every detail from when I land to when I'm leaving. Like day one, I'll be in this hotel, and this is my task. Like I'll be doing this. And day two, hotel. Day three, hotel, and even the attractions. Like this day, I'll be going to this attraction, like in a timetable format, and that's the most important aspect of the visa. So once you have it, yeah, and the hotel bookings, like if you booked those hotels, you'll have to have those hotel proofs as well in the attachment. Yeah, so yeah, that's the main important aspect. And visa fee was like just 1,200 rupees if I'm not wrong, and to ship back to my place it's for 500. So I went to the Chennai VFS Global like it process took like matter of like minutes only. Like I went there, it was like walk-in. There was no booking, like appointment book, pre-booking for Japan. So I just walked in and I just gave the documents and I got the visa. That's it. It was that easy. Yeah, at this point you can maybe focus on the hotels. So I did a lot of research and I will attach like 3 hotels that I stayed. Like it was splendid, like it was mind-blowing. Like I booked some private rooms with shared washroom, and for the great deal, like for 13 days it cost me like 18.5 to 19k. Yeah, it's like 1500 per night, and the hotels were so good. Like I will try to attach the videos in the end maybe, or attach a link of it. So yeah, I'll attach the names of the hotels mainly. Like in Tokyo, I stayed in 2 hotels. Like initially the 3 days I stayed, and then in Osaka 6 days, and back to Tokyo on 4 days. So these 3 hotels is a must try, must visit. So please grab it if you are planning to go. The rooms are super neat, and the people there, reception, this stuff like so good. Like they helped me with my Amazon purchases as well. So JR Pass. Yeah, that is an interesting concept called JR Pass in Japan that is exclusively exclusive for foreigners like us. I mean, yeah. So what that is the use of bullet train. So normally from Tokyo to Osaka it will cost you like 7k, and back from Osaka to Tokyo is like 7k, and it just takes 2 hours to travel. Like 2 hours, like that long distance. So how can we afford it? Like 7k for Tokyo to Osaka and Osaka to Tokyo, then how, where else can we go? That was my question initially, but then this concept of JR Pass came in. So it's initially like there are a lot of websites that does it, like JR Pass official is there, and there is something called Klook. I'll attach the link for it as well. So what it is that it's at their bullet train pass, like for 7 days unlimited train access, 14 days unlimited train access. Like at this point when I booked, it was like 7 days was 18.5k, and 18k, or and for 14 days it was like 28k, and even 28 days is as well there. So what happens is I booked the 7 day pass, and they Klook, through Klook, and they shipped it to my address, like through this, and it will look like it will be a slip like this. So this is known as the exchange order. So this is exactly not the JR pass. It's like the exchange slip. Like it's like a token, maybe I can say that. So it's like the exchange pass for it. So you will have this. You will have to take this to Japan. So yeah. So you will have to take this to Japan to counter, and counter. It will be there in Tokyo station or main station. So you will have to go in the line and you will have to show this pass. So they will put some seal here and keep that card. So sorry. So yeah, I went to take this. Yeah, this is how it looks. So this is how the JR pass looks. So when you exchange the exchange order, you will get this JR pass. So with this you can put it in the machine, and yeah, I'll actually add a video for that. You can check like how to get the book the tickets for Tokyo to Osaka and all that. And the main important point is that it's unlimited. And what I did is I stayed in Osaka for 6 days. So uh, it gets activated when you exchange it. Like I mean, when you use it, when you make the first booking, you'll know, like when you give the slip, they will be like asking you the date of use. So when you say like this date or that date, it will start from then. So I stayed initially 3 days in Tokyo, and then I went to the counter and got this. So I said I'm going to use from now. So I used it like Tokyo to Osaka. That was 1 day, and from Osaka to Hiroshima, and there is a ferry from Hiroshima to a shrine there, and then back to Hiroshima to Osaka, Osaka to Kyoto to Nara. Like all these JR lines, like Osaka JR lines, every JR lines will be like free here. So you save a lot of amount in this. So I would highly recommend you to get it. And one other again. So this is like Osaka Amazing Pass. This is like all the local trains in Osaka will be free, and this is Tokyo Subway Pass. I will attach a link for that. Like how to redeem it. I booked it in Klook as well, and KKD is also another app. I'll attach those details as well. So I like once you book you have to scan and get these. Like these are for local trains. So these will help you a lot and lot. So just these passes for travel costed me like 24k, like not more than that. Like everything is done with that. Like for 24k I can roam around Tokyo, Osaka, like JR lines, like everywhere in Japan. So my travel is secured there. So I saved a lot of amount there. Attractions. So there are a lot of attractions in Japan. If you are an anime fan like me, there is like Naruto theme park. There is a Naruto theme park. Yes, it's so good. Like there were two missions. Like you have to use a hand signs to unlock the doors, and the other one was like treasure hunt. Highly recommended. And the other is Universal Studio. So Universal Studio, there were a lot of like Harry Potter interactive wands, crazy rides. So for admission for Universal Studio, you will have to book. Like openings will be like 30 days for every month period, so you'll have to grab it. And there is something called Express Pass. So Express Pass is like varieties of this. There I chose list unlimited limited edition Express Pass for 7-8 rides, which was like 8k, but worth it, because if you don't have this Express Pass, you will have to wait 2-3 hours in for one ride. Like the waiting line is too high, like there's crowd always. So with this Express Pass, I just showed this Express Pass and I just walked in, like hardly like 2-3 minutes of wait time, like, so it's highly worth it. So Naruto theme park and Universal Studios, you can go from Osaka. So when you halt in Osaka, you can make use of it. And for Naruto theme park, there is a very good package that I used in KKT. I'll attach that as well in the below description. And then of course Disneyland and Disney Sea, those are like amazing attractions, and there are priority pass for that as well. You can book through the Disneyland app. So yeah, yeah, these are like, these are very important, so you can make use of this, like same line and all that. And then there are even like, I even booked like photo shoot session. Like I went on my birthday, so I wanted it to be a memorial one. So something memorable, so I booked a photo shoot, and yeah, it was really good, worth it. And maybe I'll attach that Airbnb experience as well. So yeah, you'll have a lot of Airbnb experiences, so check out Airbnb and look for some experiences around the place where you stay during the duration. It's highly worth it. And there were like few more like Skytree, Team Labs, and a few more viewpoints as well. And Mount Fuji, like there is an amazing Mount Fuji package in Klook, which was like just 3,500. They took me from Tokyo to Mount Fuji, like in 3-4 spots, and took me back to Tokyo. And I'll add that as well, I know. So the point is, like, all these attractions just cost me like 50k, not more than that. But if you had seen me, like I had done so much in the 13 days. So there is a lot, if you consider like Hiroshima, Kyoto, Nara, those places as well. So yeah, attractions came for like 50k. It's definitely worth it with the Express Pass. So don't you can always also be in budget. Like you can even reduce this to like 30k as well if you don't want this Express Pass and all these other stuffs. So yeah, it's that affordable. It's that I wouldn't say cheap, but yeah, like it's not that scary. Like Disneyland is like 5k, 6k. I'm telling in terms of INR here. Probably add the dollars in the video there. So yeah, attractions is done. So for like 50k for attractions, 50k for flight, 24k for travel, and like 19k for hotel, and then comes food. I am a foodie, so I tried so many stuff. Like every day, I spent a lot and lot, ate so much, tried different cuisines. Like it was an amazing experience. Like I would like I would want to go again and eat it. Like there are a lot of options. I'll probably add some hotel names that I know in the description. You can check it out. And yes, like you can even have like cheaper options of food in places like 7-Eleven and Family Mart. They have these packages food, which is like 550 yen or 600 yen. Like tastes so good. So it's not all like, food is not very pricey like like you read in internet. So when I initially saw like food is like you will have like minimum prices like 5,000 yen, 6,000 yen, and it scared me to shit. But then it was not the case. Like lots of food is there everywhere. You see is food is there. 7-Eleven is there, so you need not worry at all. Food is very cheap. Like I spent like 30k for food for 13 days. Like I wanted to try a lot. That if this could even come to like 1k 1.5k per day, or one even one, yeah, 1.5k per day is also good. So yeah, so like around it can even drop to 20k, like based on the preference. Like I wanted to try a lot, so I spent a lot on food as well. So yeah, that's 30k for food. Veg food is too hard to get, so non-veg is very easily available. So if you are a non-vegetarian, it's very much great. If you're a vegetarian, the price could go high because it's super hard to find. And one more concern everyone has is the language barrier. So yeah, of course, like that, yeah, people freak me out before going that. It may be hard and all that, but it was none. So almost like 40% to 50% of them understood English and guided me if I was stuck in some place. Or even though, like, let's say if you are standing in line, if you're solo traveling like me, and if you're standing in a huge line waiting for stuff, you'll be bored. If you even want to talk to someone, like ask some help, or if you want to start a conversation, and the person doesn't know English, you can still communicate with the help of Microsoft Translator or Google Translator, because it happened to me. So when I was waiting for Skytree, I met this beautiful family, and we spoke for like 30 40 minutes, like exchanging, just like translating. Like it was a great experience. So almost like even if the people doesn't know English, you can always use these translator apps to communicate with them. So yeah, of course, you like nowhere you will be stuck and feel like you don't you like stranded, like don't know what to do. Like there won't be any situation of that. And the other trip is the navigation for trains. So if you want to travel, let's say I'm in my hotel, want to travel to Disneyland, or want to travel to Akibara for shopping, I just type the shop name or the location name, and the Google Maps is very well detailed. So it will show you like walk to this station with this exit number properly. And if you go in, you can use the, if you have the subway pass, go in, or you can use Suica card, and it will show you like catch this train, get down on this stop, and if catch this train, get out on this stop. If it has like multiple three 2 3 trains, it will be very clear, and the timing is super precise, like on time. Like they I never saw a train that got delayed. So yes, everything is in the fingertip. Like let's say even if you miss one train, no problem, like just update it, and you will even have the next train that available train that comes with the exact time in the Google Maps. So Google Maps is super effective, so you don't have to worry about traveling at all. And the next important thing is, if you're solo traveling and want to explore more, be ready to walk, because my average like minimum was 20,000 steps a day. Like even though the metro, so there you will have to walk a lot to like if you want to explore more. Of course, like if you can always opt a cab to go, but cabs are super expensive. So let's say like if 6 kilometer for a cab will be like 1,500 rupees. Like it's super costly for cab. But always you can choose to prefer to go to subway. That's fine. Like you just walk, and it's like a very good workout. And if you're gonna eat a lot, 20,000 steps a day is a very good cardio. That's how I told myself, and it's that's how it went. So yeah, like walking is a lot will be there, so be prepared for that. And so if you're solo traveling, and if you need some good photos, and if you only have this gimbal, I had this gimbal and other gadgets as well, but still uh, it would be very much interactive if you if like, of course, like uh, Japanese people are so kind, super kind. Like if you are kind to them, they are kind to you. So what I personally did was, like, I never expect them to take back, but I, like, if I'm going to an attraction, I normally offer to like 50 to 60 people to take snaps, like because I love taking snaps. So I just if I'm going to a spot, I'll ask them, like, if people are struggling, like if couples are struggling, and if a gang is struggling, I'll just offer, like, can I take a picture for you? Like they will be happily like, yes, of course. Then I will just take a good picture for them, like until like I am satisfied personally. So I offered a lot of help. So I would recommend, like, if you guys are solo traveling, do that. And few people like based on like if I wanted, like if they ask me back mostly, and some like most of the times I say no, and sometimes if I really wanted, like in that spot I would be like yes, of course, like can you please take. And I got super duper pics through that. So yeah, please be very kind, don't be rude to people, just politely ask them, like there's no harm in asking. Yeah, I just wanted to point it out if you are like if you are solo traveling or if you're going as a couple, so this will help a lot. I just wanted to give one more tip. So, if you have regalia cards or similar credit cards like this, you can use international launch in India. That is like if I'm going to Japan now, once I check in, I'll go into the international site. So, in the international launches there, I can use this card, but I can't use. So, let's say I had a transit in Hong Kong and for like 6 hours, so I can't use this card at that time, and the launches will only allow you like for 3 hours before your boarding time. So make sure of that as well. So this card won't work there. So if you're a HDFC guy, so please apply for this priority pass over here. So with this priority pass, you can enter the lounges in international places like in Hong Kong. I use this lounges, and you will have like free food and all that. And I also wanted to suggest this fee card over here. If you don't have any forex card, I'll even attach like a referral link over in the down. So with this you will have zero conversion fees. So if I'm going to an ATM, I just took like 40,000 yen or 50,000 yen, 30,000 yen, without any conversion charges. Like you will get what you see in the Google translation, like conversions. So this is one tip I just wanted to share with regards to cards. So yeah, that's it, guys. Concluded everything. If you have any doubts, you can comment in the comment section. I will for sure reply it. And it was an amazing experience. I would ask each and every one of you to go to Japan, because we like as I asked to the like travel agencies, they told me like 5-6 lakh. It's not that. You can do it less than 2 lakh. Like it costed me 1.8 lakh, but if you wanted like for 13 days trip, but if you wanted to go even lesser, it can happen. Like it can even go for 1.5 L per person, or even 1.2 L per person. If you want to be in Tokyo alone, like just like push away the JR pass, like it's even lesser. I think it's even lesser, like even 1.2 L you can do. Like it all depends on what you want to explore and how many days you want. But yeah, that's how it is. So it's very much affordable, and I wouldn't say cheap, but it is. I think I broke a myth from my perspective that Tokyo and Japan as a whole is very costly. So yeah, like in dollars, it's like $2,200. Less than that is what I spent as a whole for my trip. So I would encourage every one of you to break the barrier and move forward. Tokyo is a must visit. I personally will definitely go again, because there is a lot more places called like Sapporo, Hokkaido in the other part of Tokyo, which I haven't explored. Yeah, so but 13 days trip is not enough. Maybe plan a 20-day trip for if you have the bandwidth. Yeah, that's it, guys. Hope I clarified some major doubts that you have, and this helps at least like one or two people. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end my video saying that, and please like, share and subscribe. Hopefully I do a lot of travel in the coming years and break a lot of myths. Yeah, bye guys. See you on the next video.